Periyava Sharanam, Glimpses from Sri MahaPeriyava's Life History, Volume 8, Chapter 17, Continued. Arduous Journey in Orissa. The next part of the journey from Kurdha to Chhatrapur, about 85 miles to the south, through the Chilka Lake area, was an extremely arduous one. The travel path was over hilly terrain with dense forests and wild animals. It was hard to find a safe place to stay or get drinking water. After some miles over this terrain, the path became very sandy. Further to the east is Chilka Lake, the largest brackish water lake in Asia, covering an area of over 1,100 square kilometer that looks almost like an ocean. The region was almost bare with very little human movements. Added to the rough geographical conditions was the oppressive heat caused by the weather. Facing all such challenges, MahaPeriyava's entourage travelled with devotion and determination. Walking at the rate of about 25 miles a day, MahaPeriyava arrived in Chhatrapur on May 17, 1936. On the way, he stayed for one day at each of the following small towns: Jankia, Dangi, Balugaon and Rambha. These places had very little facilities, but MahaPeriyava managed to carry on. Chhatrapur and Berhampur. Chhatrapur is a town and serves as the headquarters of Ganjam district. In this town, there is a temple of Adi Shankara. MahaPeriyava stayed in this town for 7 days, May 17th to 23rd, 1936. Members of the Marwari community who lived there and other local people celebrated MahaPeriyava's visit in a grand manner. Moving from Chhatrapur on May 24th, 1936, MahaPeriyava travelled in the southwestern direction to Berhampur, now Brahmapur, the city of Lord Brahma. After staying in Berhampur for 23 days, he travelled to Ichhapur, Naubasa, Padmanapur, Digappahandi, Sheragada and Damodarpalli, speaking to the people in their local language. In order to perform the Vyasa Puja, July 1936, MahaPeriyava returned to Berhampur. Under the leadership of the Maharaja of Paralakhe Mundi, the local people had made all arrangements for the Vyasa Puja. The Chaturmasa Sankalpam that generally got over in 2 months stretched to 3 months in 1936. On a special request from the Paralakhe Mundi Maharaja, MahaPeriyava inaugurated on September 28, 1936, a conference on Sanatana Dharma in Berhampur, Sri Kurmam Kshetram, Andhra Pradesh. MahaPeriyava left Berhampur on September 30th, 1936 towards Andhra Pradesh. He travelled through Ichhapur, Somapeta, Paruva, Palasa, Dakkali, Narasannapettai and finally reached on October 10th Chikakol, located about 95 miles from Berhampur. From Chikakol, he went to visit the temple of Sri Kurmam close to the sea coast. This temple is dedicated to Sri Kurmanatha, portraying Kurma avatar, the second avatar of Lord Vishnu in the form of a Kurmam, tortoise. Legends say that during the churning of the milk ocean to get Amrit, nectar, the serpent Vasuki was curled like a rope around the mountain Mandara. Lord Vishnu incarnated in the form of a great tortoise, Kurmam, to support the mountain on his back and prevent it from getting submerged in the ocean. MahaPeriyava was received with due honors at the Sri Kurmam temple by the Devasthanam authorities. After praying at Sri Kurmam temple, MahaPeriyava proceeded to Arasavalli to have a darshan at the Surya Narayana Swami temple located therein. The Surya Narayana Swami temple is said to be a Panchayatana temple with Aditya, sun in the center, Ganesha, Shiva, Parvati and Vishnu deities located in the four corners of a quadrangle. Visit to Vijayanagaram. Moving out of Chikakol on October 12, 1936, MahaPeriyava travelled through Sumatrapur, Chipurpalli and Nellimarla, halting one day at each place and arrived in Vijayanagaram on October 15th. His visit was planned for 4 months before by the Maharani and the people of Vijayanagaram, also called Vaisya Nagaram. Navaratri Festival 1936. Earlier, the Vijayanagaram Reception Committee headed by Sri Yechuri Narasimha Pantulu had met with MahaPeriyava in Srikakulam camp and invited him to conduct the Navaratri festival in Vijayanagaram. They had informed MahaPeriyava that according to the notes they had, the Kamakoti Peetham's 65th Acharya Swami, Sri Mahadevendra Saraswati, had visited Vijayanagaram 50 years earlier and conducted the Navaratri Puja in the year 1885. As always, MahaPeriyava received a grand reception followed by a procession in Vijayanagaram. The Navaratri festival started on Friday, October 16, 1936. It was the practice of MahaPeriyava to undertake a Mauna Vratam, vow of silence and Upavasam, fasting during the 9 days of Navaratri. In a nicely decorated mandap, MahaPeriyava conducted all the pujas to the delight of thousands of devotees. Some highlights of the events in Vijayanagaram. On Vijayadasami day, October 25, 1936, a Pandita Mahasabha conference of scholars was convened in Vijayanagaram. At this conference, MahaPeriyava honored the well-known scholar Mahopadhyaya Subbaraya Shastri with the title of Shastra Ratnakaram. MahaPeriyava prayed at 6 local temples on this day. He also visited the building of Veda Vigyan Parishad, honored several scholars and spoke on the glory of Vedas. At the Vijayanagar Palace, the Maharani Sri Lalita Kumari Devi performed Pada Puja on October 27th. MahaPeriyava visited the local Maharaja's English College on October 30th, 1936. In the Coromandel coast of Andhra Pradesh, there was a port called Bhimilipatnam. During the British Raj, the Bhimili port used to operate vessels to Madras and Calcutta. Located close to Bhimilipatnam and the sea coast is a temple of Narasimha Swami on top of a hill. MahaPeriyava visited Bhimilipatnam on November 2nd, 1936 and worshipped at this temple. Thereafter, he halted at Anantapuram for a day and moved further to Simhachala Kshetram. To be continued. Periyava Sharanam.